In your emotional intelligence development, you cannot put all of your eggs in one basket, meaning you can't pick one emotional intelligence skill, work on it, and then have emotional intelligence. It doesn't actually work that way. So in the model that I practice, there are 15 particular skills. The one that has been coming up the most over the past couple of months has been about emotional self-awareness. So I wanted to take this time to be able to demonstrate with this particular emotional intelligence skill the other emotional intelligence skills that support its strength and what happens when we don't have a supporting skill. So for me to be emotionally self-aware, which is recognizing my emotions, recognizing the triggers, and then understanding the impact my emotions have on me and on other people. It's also about noticing the nuances between my emotional experiences when I'm experiencing, for example, a low level of happiness compared to a high level of happiness. Do I know what all of those things are? Now, a supporting player for emotional self-awareness is reality testing, which is my ability to be objective. So if I am not objective when I'm emotional, then in all likelihood, I will not be emotionally self-aware because I won't accurately name the emotion I'm experiencing. I won't objectively see how it's impacting me and my behavior. I may have rose-colored glasses on, or I may be completely blind to it, and I won't see how my emotions are impacting other people. I might tell more generous stories of myself than I should be telling. Emotional expression is how I openly and freely express my emotions. So if I am not someone who communicates clearly or who communicates with vulnerability, then my emotional self-awareness will be impacted. In all likelihood, how these two play together the most when we see it is that we say what we think people want to hear instead of saying exactly how we feel. We try to buffer the experience for other people. Sometimes we will do the extremes. We'll either buffer and hold back, expressing what we think people want to hear, so we are manipulating the outcome we want, or we're amplifying our emotions. We're taking a little white lie and we are making it the giant fish that we caught. Again, to be insincere, but perhaps also to manipulate the outcome we want. And these never work because people are quite intuitive and they will feel that something isn't quite right. And generally that comes out in our body language. Now, the third piece is stress tolerance. And this is our capacity to cope with stressful situations and manage the emotional state. So if I don't have coping strategies, then I emotionally won't be able to tap into what emotion I'm experiencing. Because when stress gets high, my amygdala, the reaction center in my brain, is overwhelmed. And so I'm in fight, flight, or freeze mode. And when I'm in that mode, I cannot access my emotion center, and then I cannot access my intellectual center of my brain. So we have to be able to manage our stress and cope well in order to actually pay attention to the emotions we're experiencing and be objective about them and then communicate them clearly. One of my favorite things about the Janet Jackson song, What Have You Done For Me Lately, are the spoken words at the introduction. And what we really see here is a demonstration of reality testing in the way her friend says to her, I know he used to do nice things for you, but what has he done for you lately? Stressing a couple of words there to help amp up reality testing and look objectively at what really is going on so we can validate our emotions accurately.